Brazil, which the World Bank says has the most complicated corporate tax code in the world. Between 1998 and 2012, Brazil's 3 levels of government, federal, state, and municipal, issued, get this, more than 300,000 tax rules, each featuring complex legal wording, and little effort has been made to make one comply with the next. And that means some companies face multiple taxation. That's paying taxes for the same transactions more than once. For instance, depending on the jurisdictional, sales of goods could cost companies up to 4 different value-added taxes, and imports could require 5 separate customs charges. Well, Brazil's total tax burden is not particularly high, but this confusing tax system creates serious distortions and can increase costs for businesses. Paulo Cabral reports from Brazil.
This is the Impostômetro, the digital clock created by the Commercial Association of São Paulo that tracks Brazil's tax collections. Brazilians complain they are paying too much tax for too few services.
If we had an infrastructure that helps business, help people to transport, that would be okay for health programs and things like that. But what we are seeing this moment, it's the huge waste of bureaucracy.
Brazil's tax collections account for roughly 34% of the country's GDP, higher than in the United States, but still lower than in the European Union.
Businesses don't like paying taxes, of course, and this is not only in Brazil. All over the world, it's the same. But the problem here is not only how much they have to pay to the government, but how complicated the system is.
We are discussing tax reform since 1995. A major tax reform at constitution level, I think it's very complex and very difficult to take place. But we are seeing a process that the government and also the states are trying to introduce certain tax law changes that either are harmonizing the tax system or simplifying the tax system.
In this auto parts factory, there is idle machinery despite a robust car market in Brazil. Company executives believe they've lost market share to foreign competitors offering lower prices. The owner blames Brazil's taxes.
There are many raw materials produced in Brazil that are more expensive for me than for my competition abroad, because there are tax cuts to export them that do not apply to the internal markets.
Distortions in Brazil's tax system are clear and acknowledged by government authorities, but getting the problem fixed is a delicate and long-term task. Paulo Cabral, CCTV, São Paulo.